You know, every so often life starts to feel like an overstuffed junk drawer, a handful of routines that used to work but don't anymore. Projects that were exciting last season, a perspective that could use a little Windex and some truth telling. And listen, I'm not here to tell you to burn it all down and start over again, starting fresh. At this time in life, we do refinement, not demolition. We do reboots, not reinventions. Most of us don't need a brand new life. We just need to get back in the captain's chair of the one we've already built. So, welcome to the Next Chapter Reboot, your 90-day refresh for routines, projects, and perspective. So you can feel more in control without a single ounce of chaos or life blow-up required. Let's dig in. There's something magical about a 90-day window. It's long enough to create meaningful change, but short enough that you don't feel like you're signing a declaration. For women in midlife, 90 days is the sweet spot because it respects your real life, the one with responsibilities, families, aging parents, and the occasional unexpected twist. And it gives you a chance to see progress before your motivation fades. And it forces clarity because you simply can't do everything. Here's the truth. Most women don't struggle with ability. They struggle with overload, clutter, and invisible expectations. A 90-day reboot clears the deck and gives you breathing room. We're not trying to be superheroes here. We're trying to be sane. So here we are, step by step. Step 1, your routine reset. The where's my energy actually going audit. Let's talk routines, not in the Pinterest perfect way, but in the I can't live like this for one more week way. Start with one question. Where is my energy going? And does that match what I say I care about? Women are masters at creating routines built around other people's needs. Kids, partners, aging parents, work, pets, the plants, the dead plants. Everything gets a slot except you. So here's your routine reboot. Number 1, identify your anchors. The 2 or 3 non-negotiable things that actually support you. For most of us, that's morning clarity, movement, and a solid bedtime ritual. Right? Number 2, let the rest be flexible. Midlife has enough whiplash. You don't need a rigid schedule. You need reliable anchors. Number 3, add one small elevate habit for the next 90 days. Not 5, not 12, just one. Something that makes your life 10% easier or 10% brighter. Like a walk, a reachable water bottle, a midday reset, a 10-minute take my brain back moment. That's your routine refresh. Sustainable, not dramatic. Step 2, projects. The now, next, maybe sort. This is where things get spicy. Women in their next chapter often have, how do I say this kindly, a full Costco-sized cart of ideas and responsibilities, right? But not every project deserves front row seating. Here's the zero nonsense system. Now, maybe, next. Or now, next, maybe, whichever order. Now, these are the projects you actually committed to do in the next 90 days, not the ones you should do, not the ones you feel guilty about, but the ones that matter today. Now, you need to pick 1, 2, or 3. Yes, 3. Any more, and you're lying to yourself. Lovingly, but you're still lying. Next. These are great ideas, but not for right now. They can live in a holding pen. You're not abandoning them. You're honoring that your time and energy are not infinite. Maybe. These are the ideas you like until you don't. The sparkly things that sound great but don't actually line up with who you are becoming. Let them sit there. Most of them will quietly evaporate in 90 days, which is such a gift because it saves you time, money, and guilt. Your sanity will thank you. So that's the now, next, maybe routine. So step 3, we need some perspective. The reboot you didn't know that you needed. Now you get into the heart of it, your perspective. Your perspective shapes your routines. Your perspective fuels your projects. Your perspective determines your day-to-day quality of life. Women in midlife often carry an outdated operating system, like old stories, old self-concepts, old expectations. So let's hit refresh. Here's some perspective questions for your 90-day reboot. 1. Who am I becoming, not who have I been? Midlife isn't a dead end. It's a release of roles that you've outgrown and a recalibration towards who you actually are. 2. What is no longer mine to carry? This is the one that will break you open in the best way. You're allowed to stop managing everyone else's emotional weather. 3. Where does my strengths profile point me next? Your VIA strengths aren't just the feel-good language. They're a roadmap. Where your strengths are strong, progress feels easier. Where your strengths feel depleted, it's a clue that you need support or some boundaries. This is how change becomes doable instead of draining. So here's how we put it all together with a 90-day playbook. Here's the formula. 1, your routines. Choose 2 to 3 anchors and 1 elevate habit. 2, your projects. Now, 1 to 3 of those. Next, put them in the holding pen, and maybe the guilt-free parking lot. And 3, your perspective. 3 questions answered honestly. Give yourself 90 days to work this plan, and it'll surprise you how much clarity and confidence return to your everyday life. This is how we create a life we're proud of without blowing it up. This is how we shift from overwhelmed to grounded. This is how we claim our next chapter as grown women who know who the captain is. And here's a hint, the captain is you. So there you have it, the Next Chapter Reboot. You don't need a dramatic overhaul to feel like yourself again. You just need a clear plan, supportive routines, aligned projects, and a fresh perspective that matches the woman you are today, not the one you used to be. So there you have it, the Next Chapter Reboot. You don't need a dramatic overhaul to feel like yourself again. No, you just need a clear plan, supportive routines, aligned projects, and a fresh perspective that matches the woman you are today, not the one you used to be. So until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and keep steering your own ship. You've got this. Bye for now.